as utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Bills and the Giants, next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Garden with me, as always, Charles Davis, and people had this game circled on their calendars well. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Allen to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
2nd down and goal. Allen, he will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Inside give to Dickerson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. This defense for the Bills, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. Throwing now is Allen. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Yeah, this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Rondale Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. This taken in at the goal line. Through one quarter, 14-7. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice jump.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark, 31 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones now on third down. And that is incomplete. He has been nearly impossible to throw all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Allen again. He's got Brown on the out route complete. Touchdown! Marquise Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Dickerson on the handoff. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bonito in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He's going deep for Brown. Well, he's got it inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards. Jones on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And Shark calls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught by Robinson. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Off play action. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run now with Dickerson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Eric Dickerson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to claw one back. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, 53 yards. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Jones. From the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple. Because
he's got him in, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? I mean,
touchdown! Marquise Brown, 27 yards.
And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Gano the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Bills get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants it. We'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Robinson's got it.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running it with Dickerson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league,
under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the draw, it's Dickerson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing, Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Jones. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Julian Love picks it, and the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. 2nd and 10.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time